Hey, what is good? It's your boy Akie checking in here with another video. So, in this video, I want to talk to you guys about a concept that is very, very powerful. And I just thought about it today when, um, today was a good day just because I had actually two deals that I was working on, go through. As you guys know about the property with the seller at the nursing home. I'm actually here at the nursing home now, just here visiting them, but just because I just like talking with them and just following up. He doesn't have a lot of people that come and see him, so I figured I'd come see him. I see him a couple times a week, actually, 2 or 3 times a week. um, you hear that in the background. It's a little bit of logic, but yeah, so that contract actually got assigned and I already found a buyer for it. The profit is going to be a good chunk of money, so it's a little less than I wanted, but you know I figured I'd just go ahead and get the property assigned and go ahead and profit from the deal. So that's cool. Another property that I told you guys about with the tax auction, the property that I saved from the tax auction. So basically what's going on with that is it's a long story. I'll probably have to do a whole nother video on that, but long story short, the person that is actually selling the property, the executor, because it's not only under tax duration, but it actually is an inherited property, which is why the person didn't pay the taxes on it. She's not the sole executor. She actually has a couple of other siblings and stuff like that we need to go ahead and get to sign the property, and we had to do something that's called a quit claim deed, which essentially just simplifies the whole transfer of title. It's a lot more that goes into that, and I just learned this myself within the past 24 hours. And not only that, but we also need to have a third-party power of attorney, just because the siblings aren't talking and things like that. So it's a mess, but we're getting it taken care of. Like I said, whatever it takes to get the deal done is what we're doing. So me and someone else, actually the person that's buying the property, is handling a lot of that, and I've been at work. Right now it's around 8 o'clock at night, so just this is probably not even the last thing I have to do tonight. I'm actually taking over some papers in terms of power of attorney to get over to the buyer, which is also somebody I consider like a business partner now, so which is pretty cool. So doing that. But what I want to talk to you guys about today is the whole concept of not having to believe in yourself. You might be thinking to yourself, like, what are you talking about, like not believing in yourself? So if you haven't done your first deal yet, man, it's all good. Like, here's one thing that you have to realize: this stuff works. Real estate works. If you're doing other things, maybe you're doing internet marketing, Shopify, things like that, everything works. Everything works. If you're following a proven system, if you see people posting testimonials, in Facebook groups and things like that, people posting videos like this even, then don't think you're any different. If you have quit something in the past, if you started something, maybe you've tried network marketing and you've quit. Maybe you've tried, selling on Amazon and you've quit. Maybe you've tried wholesaling before, real estate, and you've quit. You have to know that this shit works, man. Don't think that you're a special case, that it's not gonna work for you. You don't have to believe in yourself. You do have to believe in one thing now, and that is believe in the process. Do not believe in yourself. Make sure you're taking all the right steps. Are you doing the right lists? Are you actually marketing to those lists? Are you following up with those lists? And for myself, I'm talking to myself too, man, because like a year ago, or a little less than a year ago, man, I was out there marketing. I was out there looking for deals. I couldn't find shit, dude. I was finding just different listings on Craigslist, calling them, and those were actually other wholesales. Like, man, get out of here, man. We don't know what you're talking about, man. We don't. This property right here is not assignable, things like that. And I was talking to different sellers, and they wanted too much, things like that. And I was like, dude, man, maybe this shit doesn't work right here in my city. But everything's coming in at once, man. I've assigned 2 deals this week, and not only that, but today Like, I've had 2 sellers call me that want to sell. I've had one person that I went to an appointment with a couple weeks ago, and he's asking me, he's asking me for a little bit more than I'm willing to go for. It's gonna be a small assignment, but what I'm gonna do with that is I'm probably just gonna negotiate a little bit lower and then go from there. Another deal that someone's hit me up about now is actually someone that is a friend of the seller that I'm going to talk to now. It's one of his friends that come and see him at the nursing home, and I was talking with the seller at the nursing home's brother, and he said, I think it'd be really good if you actually talk with one of his good friends that actually goes and visits him there as well. And I was like, sure, man, yeah, I'll talk with her, because I thought personally I was the only person that was going to visit him, because this seller doesn't really talk a lot. I was asking him, does anybody come see him? Does he have any kids and like that? He told me he had no kids, but he didn't tell me that he had somebody else coming to see him, because but that's besides the fact. So she said, yeah, she really liked me. I let her know what I do, things like that. I buy houses, and she was really happy that something was getting done with the house, because she would have to go to the house and things like that, pick up the mail, and she just, every time she went there, she said it was just really hard for her to look at, in terms of just the condition of the property. She remembers how it was when it first was there, and she just saw it deteriorate little by little, and it kind of just made her feel some type of way. So she actually has a son. He contacted me, and I looked at the comps of the property, and I looked at things like that, and it looks like he paid a lot of money, way over ARV for the property. Not sure if I'll be able to do anything for him, but the least I could do is refer him to, because I got a lot of contacts on my list, not on my list, but in my Rolodex and stuff like that, just from, as I told you, all those calls I made in the beginning, and, mail I sent out in the beginning. A lot of sellers, a lot of, not sellers, a lot of realtors and things like that were just real good to me, and just saying, if you ever need help down the line, then hit us up. And so that's what I'm probably going to have to do with this lead right here, but just establishing goodwill, with the sellers, coming here, actually just, sitting down and just chilling with this dude, having him, that's, at his side as he's getting better. Hopefully he gets better, and yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Just a little bit of what's been going on with me this week. I hope to do some vlogs soon, some of the appointments that I'm going on. If you're not following me on Instagram, definitely follow me on Instagram, at the Akie Williams. That's my last name, Williams, if you didn't know that. But yeah, man, just posting a lot of content on there. Probably gonna start trying to put up some content that's helpful on there too, if you haven't done your first deal yet. And yeah, man, probably gonna start posting some of the rehabs that I'm gonna start getting into, because this summer is gonna be a really good summer in terms of just deals, and probably gonna do 2 or 3 flips this summer actually, because like I said, I have a partner that the guy that I'm selling this property to right now, the second deal is has like a really big credit line, so that's gonna be dope as hell to just look at properties being converted from shack to shiner. So that's gonna be dope as hell, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get out of here, go ahead and talk to the seller for a little bit, make sure he's doing well, and probably shoot maybe 1 or 2 videos this weekend, let you guys know what's going on with me, and some valuable topics that I think that you should know about, and you should look into. So yeah, man, don't believe in yourself, man. It's all good. Believe in the process. And if you guys have any video topics that you'd like me to talk about, please drop in the comment box below, and I'll be sure to make a video on them. If you got any questions, don't forget about the phone number that I have in the description box below, and I will talk to you in the next video. Subscribe if you haven't already, like the video, and share it, please. All right, peace.